It's your boy, Jurrell Casey, here with my boy, TD. Yeah. And we got our main man. Our main man, Mr. Knowshon.
I'm done with you.
Mr. Knowshon Moreno. What's up, my people?
What's up with y'all?
What's good? Welcome in to the DNVR Broncos show presented by Coolers Light. Get Coolers Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to coolerslight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coolers Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Hey, y'all, let's turn up today.
Yeah,
we got a good one. We got a good one after our bye week. What's up, folks?
It's been a while, it feels like, huh?
It feels like it's been a minute. What is it? I guess it's really been 2 weeks since we did a pregame show, but it feels like it's been longer than that. They call this like the battle of the horses. You got the Colts versus the Broncos.
Oh.
Supposed to be a pretty good game.
Where you be hearing this stuff? It's funny, bro. That's classic.
He be having the inside scoop. Hey, he that guy. It's TD. What you mean?
It's a big game. Both these teams are in contention to make the playoffs. And really, like, you talk about who needs to go head-to-head. It's the Colts versus the Broncos to see who could, still have a shot to make the playoffs. Because really, if the Broncos are able to beat the Colts today, it goes to like 90% chance of making the playoffs. So this is a big game for the Broncos, but also a big game for the Colts because if the Colts lose today, I think they're out. I think they're done.
So we in playoff mode already, dude.
Oh, yeah. We locked in.
Playoff mode already. That's what type of games you like, those win and you get in type situations, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Or those make or break type situations.
Right there.
This is the games you want. So everybody gonna come out with their firepower. So it's gonna be definitely a game to tune into, knowing both of these guys are in for a dogfight. And hey, it's great football weather out there. So it's great right now.
You're right.
So, we talked about it on the show, like whether this is a must-win game. And, people have different definitions for what a must-win is. For me, I say it is a must-win because if you don't win, you put too much pressure on yourself, and then you put your fate kind of in other people's hands. So if the Broncos are able to win today, they're pretty much in the playoffs. It's like a 90% chance. But if they lose today, they have to go undefeated down the stretch, paying the Bengals, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. And I feel like it's a must-win because you make it so much easier on yourself if you get this one done. You can go 2-2, and it doesn't matter through the last 4 games of the season.
It's a for sure must-win. I think no team want to put themselves in a situation where you got to fight to the end and be having to put yourself in a situation where it's a must-win game now, right? Yep. They got a little bit of cushion still where they got a 2-game lead, but to set yourself apart from the rest of the packet, solidify one of those spots for sure. I think this is the game the Broncos got to be taken into consideration, saying, hey, we coming out here playoff mode. If we don't win this, though, we put ourselves short up for the season. So I think this is definitely the win.
Yeah, because I feel like if this is not a must-win, you make the
that
rest of
one,
the next 3
it's for sure must.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned who we play in those last 3 games, and those ain't gonna be easy ones. All 3 of them, really. You definitely have to come out, man. I don't want to see any bye week lulls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope that they took this time on this bye week, to get their bodies right, but they still come out sharp. They still come out on defense, flying around, getting sacks. Benito needs to continue doing what he's been doing this whole year, right? And so that's what I'm looking for in this game. So, yeah, it's definitely a big game, a playoff atmosphere. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere here, for this home game. So I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what it looks like after a bye. I would have been probably a little more nervous if the Colts didn't have a bye as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then, but then you could also look at it this way, it gives them extra time to prepare for this Denver Broncos team. So you could look at it both ways, but for me, I am happy that they at least both had a bye, so they both could come out sluggish, and we'll see who comes out with the win.
What's the odds of that they both have a bye, they both happen to win to get into the situation? The NFL, y'all must be ready, they say. The NFL said it must be ready
like
out
it's
there.
Too perfect.
Man, too perfect of a situation, right?
Yeah. And you say, Todd, okay, if we lose this one, we have to win all 3 to get in?
Yeah, because you have to win We have to win the next 3 because then we're in like contention with the Colts, like for our record, and then now they have the head-to-head win. So now we need to be able to win the next 3
And like
to
you said,
solidify
you'd be
it.
looking for help.
But if we win the next 3 and then they lose, I think one of the next 3, then we get in. But it just puts more pressure on us.
So at the same time, we still gonna need help if we win this. No.
If we win this, we don't need to do anything. If we win this,
You
and
can lose the rest of the games you still in necessarily. I wouldn't say that, right?
no, if you win this game, you have to win 2 of the next 4 if Miami goes undefeated. But Miami is down 12-20 right now, so potentially you can lose. You can win this game and go 1-2 down the
You
stretch,
still
and
be
you
up a
still
game.
get in.
Yeah.
There's still a chance they get in, even if they lose the last 3 games if they win today. But then again, you're putting some faith in other people to lose out.
Yeah, exactly. So if we want to, put the ball in our court and we want to have control over our own fate, it's important for us to get a win today. Yeah. And unfortunately, we're not starting off on the best note. We look at the inactives for today: Riley Moss and Levi Wallace. Some people may be happy that Levi Wallace is inactive, but I know everybody's unhappy that Riley Moss is inactive. And we'll have to see what they do on the defensive side of the ball. And I think Chris Abrams-Drain is going to play a huge part in today's game plan. But hopefully we do enough to stop these big body receivers that they have on the Colts sideline.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Chris will get some time today. Missouri boy. Watched him play when he was in Missouri, and they were actually playing really well. Kind of got that streak going for Missouri and kind of got them on the map. So he's a good player. He came in last week, 2 weeks ago, for a snap or 2, right? So having that bye week, I think was good for him too, to kind of get your feet wet in practice and know that you are going to be the guy, whoever it is, right? So yeah, it is disappointing to see that he's gone, but I'm not really super nervous about these wide receivers over there. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I think if we put pressure on Anthony Richardson, and actually not just put pressure on him, take him down. This is a big body, a dude that wants to lower his shoulder, is going to run the rock. Second leading rusher on his team. So he's going to be running the ball. So not only just get to him today, I think we got to do a good job of taking him down and limit those explosive plays.
Now, for a young player, do you think that it's easier sometimes to kind of get thrown in the mix like he was last week? Or do you think it's easier to have 2 weeks to think about it? Or do you think that's too stressful?
As an Anthony Richardson?
As a young player like Chris Abrams-Drain. Is it easier just oh, shoot, I didn't know I was going in, but you got to go in and play? Or I got 2 weeks to try and
I think it's a little bit easier now. He got 2 weeks. Okay. I think you gear yourself up. You got thrown in there, I believe towards the end of the game last week.
Yeah.
And you get a little feel for what's coming at you. But now you got a whole 2 weeks to get prepared and say, all right, I know I'm that guy. And you had all weeks with the ones. You had all weeks to tune in on the film studies. Is it a little bit too late in the season if he's not geared up, ready to go? Probably. Yeah. But I think this is where, as a guy who's trying to make a name for yourself, this is the games you start to step in where guys are down towards the end of the season, playoff runs, and you want to make a name for yourself. I think this is the game where you do turn it on as a young guy and go out there and take advantage of opportunities.
And it helps that it's not like he's going against a
crazy, exactly,
a Mahomes, right?
Yeah,
he's not going against a Burrow.
Yeah,
it's Anthony
Jamar
Richardson
Chase type of receiver, right?
Exactly,
yeah.
right. So this is a great tune-up game. You know what I'm saying? A great tune-up game to kind of get your feet wet in the league and say, "Hey, I'm here." Anthony Richardson will give you, give you those opportunities to come down with the ball. So I think they maybe sprinkle a couple different cornerbacks in there just to see who does the best today,
Definitely.
right? And then going forward, we'll see who the person is. But hopefully, Moss is back by that time.
Yeah, I hope he's back because he's too important to this team. And, Chris, you're going to get tried a lot this game. I know Anthony Richardson is not like a great quarterback when we talk about throwing the football, but nonetheless, he's going to give you some opportunities to go in there and make some plays. So I'm excited to see what he does this week. It should be a good game for the Broncos. I know Riley Moss is out, and we don't want to see that. But I think we have some young, talented players on this team that are going to be able to come in and, hopefully, like you said, make a name for themselves.
Definitely. And that's what this ball game is about. Young guys getting opportunity, and the NFL stands for what? Not for long. So certain guys, when you get your opportunity, you better get out there and show up and make the most out of it. And having young guys in the DB room is the opportunity for these coaches to see what they're looking for in the next couple of years coming, right? And you got guys that's going to get banged up and guys who are going to need to fill in. And you don't want to be one of the guys when it comes to chopping blocks at the end of this season to be like, hey, we can't count on him for next year. Let's go on to the free agency and see what else we can get, right? So let's fill in that tape, dog, and get these coaches something to coach on.
Well, what better opportunity, right? Yeah. And this is a playoff atmosphere, right?
Playoffs going to be rocking.
That's what I'm saying. So they're going to be ready for this, man. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I think Sean's going to have them boys prepared. I know he's talked to them about like what the atmosphere is going to be like. I feel like every week at I'm just gonna call it Mile High because they keep
what is it right
changing.
now?
I don't know. In Power Field, I don't know.
Yeah, Power Field. Right?
But I feel like every week the no shows go, down like by 1,000 or 2,000. So by this point, knowing the team's gonna make the playoffs for the first time since 2015, like that stadium should be rocking. Everybody should be there supporting our boys and helping them get the push for the win. Before I go any further, I gotta tell you guys about our friends over at Coors Light. Work is stressful, life is stressful. This game today, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I bet it won't be stressful. But still, if you want to enjoy yourself, go ahead and get yourself a Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed right here in Colorado, and it's from Colorado because it has the Rockies on the front of the can. And that it's ready to drink when those Rockies turn blue. When it's blue, it is ready for you and the crew. And if you want Coors Light delivered straight to your door, you can do so by going to Instacart. And then go to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Remember, celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado. Now, we talked about Anthony Richardson and how you affect him. And the number way you affect him, I feel like, is sacks. I think they're bottom 5 in the league as far as giving up sacks. We're number 1 in the league as far as getting to the quarterback. Jurrell, talk about like a game plan and how big of a impact it is on opposing offenses when you're able to get home to the quarterback.
I think this is one of those moments as a D-line group and as a defensive coordinator, you licking your chops and you now got your ears pinned back and you like, hey, let's get after these guys. We understand that we beat up on the back end and we're gonna have to help these guys out. One, stopping the run, right? And I think we do a very phenomenal job of that, is making sure these guys are limited, making them one-dimensional. And once we do that, now you take advantage of this O-line that's banged up, that's beat up, that's been, rotating guys in and out. You got to go here and take advantage of these guys. And that's where Nick Bonito, Zach Allen, Jones, Coop, these where these guys get busy at, right? Dial up the twist, dial up the stunts. And then let these boys go down there and get one-on-one, get busy with these guys. And I think they can definitely win off the edges. Yep. And now where the real pressure and stuff come at and letting these big guys fall and get their weight on top of Richardson is let these big guys in the middle start putting some work together, right? And Zach Allen, I think he's been doing a great job of that, having a phenomenal job of getting to the quarterback. So I think that's what it's going to be coming down. How much twists and stunts we can get these guys confused up front, take advantage of the mishaps and, dialing up some pressures, putting some hits on these quarterbacks. Because we seen when Richardson gets tired, when he's getting banged up, he'll quit on you now.
Yeah. So, hey, coach.
He'll tap out on
coach.
you. So that's what we're looking for today. Get this guy running around, get him tired, let him take a couple hits, and let him see him walk off on the sideline. See what he got in him.
Over under on how many times he comes out the game today. Because bro, he's in altitude. He did that not at altitude when he had to get that breather. Now you're in altitude and say. Like you said, you make him running around a lot. Does he come out one time?
We get pressure, and that's the thing about it. We get pressure on that quarterback. He coming out at least once today. I say he come out once.
You gotta hope that he had a conversation or two with the head coach and GM.
He come to Jesus.
Hey,
he come to Jesus moment.
You can't do that.
Right.
Call a timeout.
Or the
audible
next play's
to a
gonna be a run.
Yes,
Right.
do something, but you can't do that.
He can't just come out the game.
So I hope for his sake, that he's learned his lesson.
That
He don't come out today.
B.
But I've never seen that before. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen like high school? I've never seen my quarterback come out the game.
Not a quarterback, bro. Because like you said, the coach obviously sees you as well. He gonna hand that thing off.
Yeah.
The next play is gonna be a handoff. And even if it's a pass, bro, take your breath, take your time. You got 20-something seconds on the clock. Get to the line. Okay, chill out, and take your check down. That was crazy. That was nuts. But yeah, I'm with you, Ty. Hopefully he doesn't do it again today.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't have to do it. Hopefully we do get home today because that's the best part of our defense is our rushing coverage. And you talk about a young rookie and Chris Abrams-Drain getting his first start in the NFL. How do you help him out? Well, you get to the quarterback. You don't even give him time to throw to the receiver that Chris is covering. Like you really do your job up front, and you really rely on your veteran players, your players it feels like they're paying everybody now Players are getting paid, but it's important for us to get to the quarterback. And let's talk about protecting the quarterback. Bo Nix, young rookie quarterback. Garrett Bowles signed a 4-year, $82 million contract. That's his second contract. No, that's his third contract. So he played on a rookie, first-round draft pick.
Yep.
Wow.
Check. Played on another 3-year deal, about 18 a year, 17 a year. Check. Now he's getting another deal, about 20 a year.
Wow.
GB is set.
Yeah, for sure.
Be that guy right now, man. He living it up out here in Denver. You can't blame him though, man. When he having the season he having, and not just in the season, having the career he been having.
Yeah.
The dude's a phenomenal beast out there. He can play in the run, can play in the pass game, and not just that, he's a leader of all men out there. Do his thing off the field also. So all respect to you, GB.
Yeah, man, it seems like that's what they're trying to do, and that's solidify this offensive line.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It seems like all the guys are paid and they're set for a couple years.
Yep.
So they're saying, hey, now we got the line. Now we can, get some more pieces in the draft, get some more pieces in free agency, right? Just to make this team better on the offensive side and make a run. You know what I mean? So love to see that they did that to protect Bo. Where the hell's the run game? Don't know. I guess we didn't pay them for that.
They're getting paid for one job and one job only.
Exactly. They're getting paid for the pass game. So, okay, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. So, yeah, today going against, again, a defense that I'm not super afraid of, especially up front. It doesn't seem like this is the team that the defense is ran by the front, the defensive linemen, you know what I mean? Up front, the 4 guys up front. The guy Zaire Franklin over there that does pretty well. But he's a linebacker, right?
Yep.
Then you got Nick Cross over there, another a safety. So that's telling me right there that you can get to the second level, you know what I mean? Especially in the run game, because they're leading the team in tackles right now. They're leading the league right now in tackles. They're top 5, both of those 2 players. Right, so that's telling me right now that they should be able to run the ball against this front that doesn't do very well versus the run, right? So we'll see if that happens today. And I'm not saying, I want to see the guys get 100 yards plus. I want to see Jaleel get 100 yards plus.
Yeah.
No, I'm not really necessarily saying that. I'm saying that when we do run the ball, let's be efficient. Let's get 3 or 4 or 5 yards per run and keep the chains ruined. And yeah, like you said, Todd, just be effective in the run game. That's all I really need to see.
I agree with that because, this group, DeForest Buckner, he's a good defensive tackle, defensive lineman.
Yeah,
but ultimately, they're giving up 4.6 yards a carry. And our rushing attack has not been phenomenal all year long. And I'm not looking for it to be phenomenal today. Just be average for this team. Like what they give up as their average is 4.6 yards a carry. I don't need you to rush for 7 yards a carry, 8 yards. Just get 4.6 yards a carry.
Stay positive.
They're already giving that up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we could just be average against this team, I'll be happy with that. As well as Bo Nix taking advantage of their pass defense. I think we'll have a really solid game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with
Really
you.
solid
I'm with
game.
y'all on that one for
Yeah,
sure.
Buckner. They got Payne on the outside there. Yeah, names, but not necessarily people that were putting up big numbers this year and producing.
I can see this as a Bo come out this game pretty clean type day. Bo sitting back there, he playing in the pocket. Him, Courtland, and the rest of those
You want
guys.
to put something on that?
No sacks?
10 toes down. You can put something on it.
Oh, you jumped out the gun like you had something. Like you had something.
Like he has some secret information.
I'm just saying.
He said, you sure?
What you saying? You want to do something?
Yeah,
2
what
sacks?
you got? You say that they give up 2 sacks?
No,
today?
I'm just saying. If
I
you
said
want
we
to put
don't.
something
I
on
said
it,
we don't give up 2 sacks today.
Wow.
I don't think so either. But
Okay, so what's the bet?
I'll bet it.
No,
Okay.
I said I'll bet it.
Okay, what's the bet?
We can figure that out.
No, you got to do it right now so we have witnesses.
Loser has to chug a beer on the post game show. How about that?
Loser chug a beer, 10 push-ups.
All right, we got to throw a lemon snippy on it. Because what's the name?
He always got to
I got to have
Yo,
something in my
can't just be a head.
He called the
man.
Put one. Can we put one sack then?
Only 1 sack?
See, now
Do you
it's
know how
only.
hard-
We're
do
not
you know
giving
how
up
hard
2
it is
sacks
to
a
get
day.
only.
We're not giving up 2 sacks a
You
day.
get lucky
He gonna
in so many
chug a beer.
plays.
All right.
He gonna chug a beer and do 10 push-ups for y'all today.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Why I got to
That's
put
the
the 10
bet.
push-ups?
But it's
Hold
70
on.
plays. You need to get lucky once. You know
Let's
what
do
I'm
this
saying?
then. No 2 sacks.
No 2
but
sacks.
Bo cannot rush for 30 yards.
Is this game of football, or are we playing game of
This is all
what
I'm
happens
saying.
if?
That's the stippy.
But how is that a negative? Like
Because
you put,
it's not a
you
negative.
put a
But I have to have
He
something on
escaped
my
the sack
because he's
and he
gonna
gets
escape
home?
it. But I bet they get home. I bet they get
That's
home.
not getting home if you escape the sack.
Getting
mix
home
a
is
negative
making
with
you
a positive
making you
for a
skate.
bet.
A
You
pressure
mix
is not a
negative with a
sack. A
positive
pressure
for a
is not
bet.
a sack. A pressure is not a sack.
Throw pressures on there then. Cause 2 sacks. I don't think they'll do it either. But I'm just doing this because I want to make some, have some fun with it.
I got you.
Right. So all right, 2 sacks and 5 pressures. Like if they get 5 pressures, that's my win.
Wait,
I mean,
while you guys
5 and
think
2.
about this, I don't know if you guys are watching this Washington Saints game.
What
But it just
happened?
ended horribly. They get down, score a touchdown with no time on the clock. It's 0 seconds left. And they put the ball in Spencer Rattler's hands to try and win it instead of kicking the extra point to go to overtime, take a deep breath, and try a way to win the game.
You
and
know what that means.
They just run an out route.
You know what that means.
They didn't even run something special.
That's telling you right there that they looking at that
It's
drive.
over. It's over.
Right.
Season over with.
They had a
That's
chance
wild.
to, put it into overtime. They're like, nah, let's just get it done. Let's get out of here.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And that helps out those I almost called them wrestling. Oh, the Washington.
Yeah.
It helps out Washington too, man. That's another one they escaped. They escaped a few games
They did.
Few games this
year.
season.
Just like the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like the Chiefs. We talked about
Just
it
talked about
They
that.
definitely
right
have.
before the pregame.
I'll take you 2 sacks though, and what? A chug of beer. Screw. I'll do it.
Okay.
2
You're
sacks.
saying-
So we don't
They
give up
should
2
not.
sacks.
Yeah, they should not give up 2 sacks today. But I'll bet that.
We
Okay.
know they not. I don't know why you even took the bet, but I'll take it.
All
though.
right. Bet good. Bet good. All right, before we go any further, let's get into our game changers. Real quick, we talked briefly about the offensive line. Everybody's paid but the center. Maybe his payday is coming.
Big
but
money.
all that money up front, we got to be able to run the ball just a little bit. We ain't got to be the best in the league, but we got to be at least top 10, I feel like, with all this money that we're investing in our front. So my game changer is Jurrell. They're averaging 4.6 yards a carry as far as their defense is giving up 4.6 yards a carry. Jurrell is also averaging 4.6 yards a carry on the ground. So I look for him to be the game changer. And I think he's going to have over 100 yards today.
I can see that possibly happening today. Jalil had a good week last week. Not last week, but the week of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Last time they played, he had a heck of a game, and I can see that actually transpiring and actually get on the road going into the later half of this season. So, I can see that popping off.
I could maybe see it, especially if get him on the outside, use his speed a little bit.
Yep.
I could see that. But you want to take him? You taking that bet?
So that's what I was saying. I was wondering if you were going to propose a bet because of my game changer. Go ahead. What do you want to do? 100 yards or no 100 yards?
Right. That's what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
that's what it's going to come down to. You
cerveza.
said they're going to get 100 or no?
Cerveza.
Cerveza, uno
Yeah.
for
Uno.
cerveza? Yeah,
See.
all right.
All right. Oh my goodness.
So we betting up in here.
So we betting up in here.
Let's do this. Bet 365.
Why am I always going? It seems like I'm going against them though. That's ridiculous.
That's-
I can't believe it.
That's what you bet.
You are who
That's
you
your
are.
choice.
Well,
You know
they
what I'm
haven't.
saying?
They haven't showed that they can rush for
It
100
is
yards
what
this
it
whole
is.
season. I mean, going probably back to the last season, they haven't showed 100 yards
No,
rushing.
it's been a minute.
So that
It's been a
bet
minute.
is pretty. I'm pretty good on that one. It seems.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see today.
I will say it is the bet is favoring you
Right.
in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Who you got?
No,
You on me? So I'm going with my
the whole
guard.
defense. That's what you
no,
be
no,
doing.
no.
Let's go to defense day.
And Vance.
I'm going with my door court today. I'm going with Court Sutton today. I think today's one of those days he put up that 100, 200 yard
want
try.
100 on it?
You said 2? You said 100.
150. I think he can get about 150 today.
150.
I think Court can hit a
Good
150 piece today.
That's a good game.
I think he hit a 150 today.
He
That's
hasn't
a
hit
good
150.
game.
I think that's what I'm saying. Today one of those days.
No. It's
When
been
he hit
close.
150.
He's been close.
You've been close to
You
it.
want to throw something
I
on
think
that?
115,
You
120.
want to just? I'll take that bet for the chug.
That's not-
122
that's
is
not-
Because then if I win, you
122
win.
is his high for
So if
for
I
this
win
year.
and you win, then that cancels out, or we both chugging. Either one.
Y'all can bet if you want, but
I don't
just to
think that's
be
necessarily
basic,
a
he said
bettable
3
bet, though.
games
That's
over
not
100
really
yards.
a real bet. That's like me just saying he's going to be my game changer. He's going to put up those type of numbers
Right.
today. I ain't even saying that he's going to guarantee do that.
Okay.
But I give you, let me see what your game changer is. We can make a bet over there. Let's see what you got.
See, I'm not gonna throw no
See,
numbers out.
I'm a smart bettor over here,
No,
guys.
well, y'all always throwing out numbers, and I gotta, challenge that because I'm like, dang, they throwing out numbers.
All right, let's
what
see.
we're
What-
saying is these those type of days.
Yeah. Give me Bo Nix.
Oh, Oh.
Give me the Bo.
So we all offense today. I feel
Are we all on offense?
That's good. That's great. We loving that.
That means we're believing in
That
offense.
means we believing today. We are bold leaving.
I don't like that.
No, you can't change your game changer.
You don't have to go against the grain. We can all be on the same team. That's okay.
You can bowl leave. Because, hey, I need you to bowl leave.
Nah.
In order for me to eat, I need you to eat.
I get it. I understand that. I got to switch it up, though. Because I want to see this young man keep on doing what he's been doing. We talked about it earlier. And this is a game that you can get to Anthony Richardson a few times, I feel like, right?
Yes.
Got to go with Bonito. Got to go with Bonito today. I feel like he does get that sack.
I think he get 2 of them today.
You think he gets 2?
I think he get 2 today.
Wow.
Because
you're going to be able to get some. He's going to get rattled. Anthony Richardson going to get rattled in the pocket. He's going to escape. He's going to try to do things with his legs. And that's the opportunity to, make up for that ground with your speed, especially with Bonito. So I'm going with Bonito today. I was going to go Bo. I'm going to go Bonito.
All right, I'm rocking with you. I won't propose a bet because I do believe in Nick Bonito and his ability to get to the quarterback. But we'll see what happens. All right, let's get into our picks for the day. Sponsored by Bet365. Our pregame picks are sponsored by Bet365. You can download the Bet365 app and use code DNVR365. Deposit $10 and place a bet of $5 to get $200 in bonus bets and a code for the first 2 months of Altitude Plus, courtesy of Bet365. Must be 21 and older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. So, these picks that we have, I normally go and we find someone, we pick them ourselves, but this is something that we did on the Thursday show, and these picks are a little, not a shot in the dark, but they're like.
What are you talking about right now?
Okay, pull it up, Kale. Shout out to our producer, Kale. So these are, I picked the leg, Hank picked the leg, Zach picked the leg. Now, if all 3 of these come together, you're going to make a lot of money.
Okay.
So, $4,291.
Yeah, if they all it's big.
But how much I got to put on those? $100 on each one of those to get that?
As a parlay. If you put it together as a parlay, you put $100, you'll make $4,291. Then go back one time for
in the parlay, you only have to choose those 3?
You can choose whatever you want to put in the parlay.
Yeah, you just do those 3, you're going to get 4,000.
We did,
Yes.
What?
So first leg, Pat Surtain interception was plus 425 by itself.
Okay.
Zach, Courtland Sutton to have 1 reception of 23.5 yards or more, minus 115. Okay. So that means you got to put up $115 to win 100. And then Anthony Richardson, 2 interceptions was plus 320. That was my leg. And you put all those together, the odds of it happening is basically 4,000.
Right.
291 to 100. So those are our Bet365 pregame picks. Hopefully they hit for you guys.
Those some bold picks there.
I'm actually going to put the parlay together.
And you going to do it
I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to put $100 on it.
Okay.
Pull the phone up. Let's see
but
you do this.
But you got to put 100 on each, right?
No,
all together.
You put it as a parlay. You put $100.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
I mean, throw 100 on it.
Well, that's what everybody say. That's what everybody
say. But you just need all those to happen.
I get it. What can I say?
And
one
he's
thing,
sitting there at the last leg.
Right.
Courtland has a reception for 22.5 instead of 35.5. Like, that's what does it.
That's probably why I don't bet. But listen, the ones that you've been putting together for the weeks, you know what I mean? All these weeks leading up.
Yeah.
We should have been better.
For real. I would love to see what your record is. I mean, you got to be like 15-4 or something.
I think my parlay last week.
More than that, 20-4.
My parlay last week would have been more than $5,000 if you put it together, and they all 3 hit.
This is what I'm trying to say, Coach.
So,
all right.
Yeah, if you want to make you some money, put some money down.
I was just about to say.
Get in on those picks.
If y'all trying to get some bread, you better hit TD up on the side. Slide that DM
I
real
want your
quick.
picks, Coach.
Slide in on DD real quick.
I'm gonna get these picks together, and I'm a screenshot and let you guys know that I put it together. But the game is about to start. We appreciate y'all tuning in to the pregame show. Join us for the postgame show.
Real quick, we have a special boost from Bet365 today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little parlay. If you parlay, it should be right up there. It should have our DNVR logo on it when you log into the app.
Bet.
It is Bo Nix 200-plus passing yards, Court 70-plus receiving yards, and Anthony Richardson 2 interceptions. We got that boosted from plus 850 all the way up to plus 1,000. So hit that up, everybody.
That's an interesting one.
Get it.
So you got a lot of bets to be taken right now
That's
over at
interesting,
Bet365.
though.
Go check out our Bet365.
When it comes to the passing, I mean, I feel like if anything, he gonna run a lot today. I mean, he might give you some. Listen, Like I said, he's the second leading rusher on his team. He would be the second leading rusher on this team if he was a running back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure, who knows? He would be maybe leading our running back room if they had him at running back, right? So he's going to run that rock.
He
so
does.
to throw 2 picks, I don't know.
But when he does throw picks, he throws a lot of picks.
Okay.
He has 7 interceptions in 3 games. So when he does throw a pick, he usually throws 2 or 3.
Right. Okay.
And I think this is where they try to take advantage of the secondary, right? Banged up. They see how they had struggles the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
This is where they try to think that they get this quarterback on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we take advantage of him.
Because if I'm the defensive coordinator, like for the Broncos, I'm loading the box. If he beats me throwing the ball, he beats me throwing the ball.
Right.
And I take it on the chin.
And Jonathan
every
Taylor,
single game.
he's coming in. He hasn't been having big games, but he knows how to play.
Yep.
He can do his
have
thing.
a breakout
right?
game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So much love to you guys. Check us out on the post-game show. We'll be live about 10, 15 minutes prior to the game. Enjoy the Broncos game. Let's get a win over the Colts. Go Broncos.
Bye-bye, folks.
Much love.
We all silly like the mayor.